Joining me right now is business attorney, the founding and managing partner of Berenzweig Leonard, Seth Berenzweig.
Seth Berenzweig joins us right now, business law attorney extraordinaire.
Line up the lawyers. Some legal analysis now. Business and labor attorney Seth Berenzweig is with us.
I love talking to Seth because he could sort out the legality of a lot of this.
Seth, good to see you again. States are already threatening to sue. Do you see this standing up in court or no?
There's going to be a storm cloud coming that will unleash a flood of litigation, and we'll probably see those cases landing as early as tomorrow. What we will see next is we will see these trials in action. There will be lawsuits coming in a couple of weeks, and these folks will be filing what are called motions for injunctions. The problem is this: in order to win a motion for an injunction, the movement has to demonstrate what's called a likelihood of success on the merits. That's going to be tough. In the end, I think courts will more likely than not deem this to be constitutional because there's a lot of deference that's applied to agency standards. It's been a busy week for the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, and the hiring of Mr. Pomerantz indicates really a very clear clue on where they're leading. This is a very renowned, nationally known prosecutor. He specializes in corporate crime, business fraud, RICO cases, and it's very interesting to also note that they have recently hired from that office FTI Consulting. This is going to be fascinating. This is the highest level corporate fraud case presently pending in the country. And the prosecutors have put together a very effective case with a mountain of evidence that demonstrates, I believe, the requisite intent to defraud.
People are leery of the vaccine. It was developed very quickly, but of course it's very important that people take it. So corporate America is not trying to necessarily jam this down people's throats or in people's arms. They're creating an incentive. In difficult times, creative leadership comes up with very helpful and very positive solutions.
At the end of the day, I think that it's probably going to end up on the shoulders of Chief Justice Roberts. He tends to be kind of the man in the middle, if you will, in these sorts of decisions. You'll recall that he was the vote that saved Obamacare a couple of years ago. And I tend to believe that he's probably going to try to be in the middle to perhaps save this. It's going to be an unusual result if the federal government can't promulgate basic regulations to address a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, especially that's experiencing a significant surge right now. So make no doubt about it, it's going to be a close call, but I think at the end of the day, the administration has a slightly stronger argument.
The problem with this, which is consistent with your discussion a moment ago, is that this is happening in a situation where the regulations themselves aren't even published yet. So there's a lot of burden on American business in all respects. They don't have legal recourse, and it's something that they have to follow. It's absolutely mandatory, Neil.
I understand this a lot better when you explain it to me, so I'd love to have you back.
Seth, we appreciate your insight and your analysis. Thank you.
Seth, I really appreciate you putting them into perspective.
Seth Berenzweig, thank you.
I'm not a lawyer like you, Seth, but I think I qualify because I watch a lot of legal shows, so I think I'm an expert like you.